So for the record, Ms. Towne is charged with capital murder of a child under 10 years old. Ms. Kennedy, state's position, please.
Your Honor, in this case, the state filed a motion requesting a no bond as the defendant is currently charged with a capital offense, that of capital murder. The state is against a pretrial release, requesting to refer the decision of bond to the district court. A few facts from the case. The offense date is going to be October 16th, 2022. Officers were dispatched in reference to a deceased 5-year-old child. When officers arrived, they made contact with the mother of the deceased child, later identified as the defendant. Officers stated that the defendant made a non-custodial statement to that officer, stating that she made a conscious decision and needed to end the child's life. The officers stated that the defendant told them the offense occurred at Spring Creek Park. When officers detained the defendant, conducted a pat-down for weapons, found a knife in the defendant's pocket. A doctor at the hospital pronounced the child deceased. Officers located the complainant lying in the floorboard of the passenger side of a motor vehicle, inside of a laundry mesh bag covered with a blanket. Officers spoke with a nurse who stated that the defendant approached her asking for a wheelchair for her daughter. The nurse asked the defendant what was wrong with the daughter. The defendant stated that her body was hurting. The nurse proceeded outside to the defendant's vehicle, found the complainant lying inside of a laundry mesh bag on the floorboard of the passenger side. The nurse stated that she opened the laundry mesh bag, turned the complainant over to where she saw that her throat had a laceration. The nurse stated that there was bruising around her neck, eyes, and mouth. Officers then transported the defendant to the police station, conducted a custodial interview, read the defendant her Texas statutory warnings. The defendant admitted to taking her daughter, the complainant, to the park. The defendant stated she drove her motor vehicle toward the ravine inside of the park. The defendant stated they exited the vehicle. She grabbed a bag that contained a knife, trash bag, and a laundry mesh bag. The defendant stated that they walked further into the woods. The defendant stated she had the complainant get on her knees. The defendant knelt behind the complainant, grabbed her hair with the defendant's left hand while utilizing the knife with her right hand, sliced the complainant's throat, causing a laceration. The defendant realized the knife did not kill the complainant because the complainant began to scream and fight. The defendant stated that she immediately placed the trash bag over the complainant's head. The defendant stated that she had a hard time strangling the complainant and that she continued to strangle her for approximately 30 to 45 minutes. The defendant stated that the complainant yelled, "I've been good," and the defendant replied, "Stop fighting it." The defendant stated that she was able to sit on top of the complainant while covering her mouth with the defendant's hand, placing the trash bag over the complainant's head. The defendant stated that she then placed the complainant inside of the laundry mesh bag to carry her to the vehicle. The defendant stated she wanted to dispose of the complainant, so she decided to take her to the hospital. The defendant stated she wanted to end the complainant's life because she was an evil child and did not want to deal with her anymore. When officers observed the complainant, she had a laceration on her neck, bruising around the neck, eyes, and mouth. Your Honor, the state filed a motion requesting no contact with any witnesses, no weapons, alcohol, drugs, GPS, curfew, house arrest, for the defendant to surrender her passport or any travel documents, for the defendant's travel to be restricted to Harris County, no contact with anyone under the age of 17, no contact with any school or daycare facilities, to not supervise or participate in any activities involving anyone under the age of 17, to not have access to the internet, no cell phone or computer that has access to the internet, no pornography. The state is against a pretrial release under the Code of Criminal Procedure, Article 17.03, current violent offense. That's it, Your Honor.
Thank you. These will be the bond conditions. She's ordered to appear in court, commit no new crimes. She's ordered to surrender her passport for a temporary deposit with the court. Her travel is restricted so that she must remain within Harris County and its contiguous counties. She's ordered not to use, possess, or consume marijuana or controlled substances or alcohol. She's ordered not to use or possess a firearm, deadly weapons, including knives or ammunition. She's ordered to submit to electronic monitoring with an initial curfew from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m., which is 24-hour house arrest, only allowed to leave if she is going to court or pretrial services or seeking medical treatment. She's further prohibited from having any contact with any person 17 years of age or younger, and prohibited from going within 1,000 feet of any school, park, daycare facility, or other location where children may gather. Bond instead is in this case at $15 million.